Let's shift to one of my favorite awards, guys, the Norris Trophy. Of course, defensemen never get enough credit for what they do on the ice. And I love this award because these guys are just so awesome at their jobs. I'm talking about the Victor Hedmans, the Roman Josi, who won the award last season, Adam Fox, Cale Makar. So throwing around some names here, who do you guys like to win the Best Defenseman of the Year award? Sharpie, how do you tee off this conversation? Because I know you guys disagree a bit here.
Yeah, I don't know. I looked at some of those names you mentioned. There's no Chris Letang. His name hasn't been mentioned. They look at the numbers. He's right there with all the leaders at the back end, 7 goals, 38 assists, played almost the most as any defenseman too on a team that won the division. He would get some consideration. Victor Hedman, I think, is the best defenseman in the National Hockey League. It's been a while since I played against him, so it's tough for me to say that. I know statistically and maybe the eye test that some have will say that he didn't have necessarily a great season, but I feel like he would be a nominee as well. But to me, the best defenseman that I saw all season long was Cale Makar, and that would be my vote. I know he missed 11 games, but in a world where COVID was basically affecting everybody, missing 11 games was really only a couple of weeks of the season. And when I watched the Avalanche play, he's dynamic, he's a game breaker, so he would be my vote, Cale Makar.
How about you, Dom? Who do you have?
Yeah, so Sharpie and I had some passionate debate on this, but to me, there's two different questions. One is, if you ask me who is the best defenseman in the NHL this year, my answer would be Adam Fox. I think he was absolutely phenomenal. He actually went quiet for the last 5 or 6 games of the season, but I think what he did for the Rangers, on the defensive end, the offensive end, I don't think there was a defenseman in the league that had a bigger impact for their team than Adam Fox did. Now, having said that, who's going to win the award is a separate question. And for me, that answer is in agreement with Sharpie. It's Cale Makar. And if you look, he missed those games, as Sharpie said. If you look at his points per game, though, he would have, if he was healthy, he would have led the entire league in points. When people ask me about Makar, I am not afraid to compare him to someone like Bobby Orr. Like, he's that unique in the way he's changing the way that position is played, the way he moves, lateral agility. I mean, he can break guys' ankles with it. He can stop on a dime, and I love watching him play. And I think he's been incredible for the Avalanche.